So after we're done taking the axles, we gotta take the diff out next. So, all right. So figure out let's. Okay. So here's the tricky part. We gotta get that diff out here. So to take it out, there's 2 bolts in the back, the mushroom bar, the mustache bar. There's 2 bolts on the side and there's 2 bolts on the top. So we'll go take a look at this diff here. So let me see. Where did the 2 bolts on the top, on the back go? That's a good question. Yeah, it's like directly in the center. Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah. So 2 bolts go here. Hopefully these threads are okay. They look all right, I guess. Hopefully. They look kind of messed up, actually. What the hell, dude? Alright, anyway, you got 2 holes here, 2 bolts, and 2 bolts here, and then 2 on the top. So, and then we can take it out. Alright, so I think I will start with the back bolts, and then we'll take the side bolts. We'll support it with the jack also, and then take the top bolts out. The top bolts are tricky because they're on top of the arm here, the cross member. So yeah, you kind of really have to get up in there. I'm gonna get to those. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get any video of that either. So the back bolts are 17s, I think. I haven't totally verified it, but okay, there it is. So those 2 come out, and let me get my jack under here. Everything's on there. I gotta get the jack on there. So hopefully I can get it out. Get this in there. Nope, no dice. Okay, we're gonna have to use good old Mr. Breaker bar to get those out. Okay, well, wish me luck. Here we go. Use the breaker bar to get it out. Hopefully these aren't super duper tight. Nope. This one can't be that tight because this one is on aluminum. So all I'm going to do is loosen them first. Just need to loosen them about a quarter way. There's a snail under here. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to loosen them first. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, I'll figure out how to get this. So I'm going to do the side ones now. We're just going to crack them loose. This one we're just going to do. Old school. I'm going to use the wrench and a hammer. A dead blow hammer. Hopefully that'll get us. Okay, no problem. Okay, loose. And do the other side. This one's a little harder because it's the exhaust is kind of in the way. I can't take this exhaust off because the bolts are fucked up. Okay, we got it. I felt it move a little bit. I mean, it might be better if I use a socket. I think I can put a socket in this little hole here. Try the extension out. Okay, that's good. I might be able to even get the impact gun in there. Can't get it out. Yeah, it's not losing it yet. Okay, I'm gonna try this again real quick. It's moving. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Okay, it's just this right now, so I'm gonna try to loosen the ones on the top now. Okay, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but we're trying to get to the bolt that's like right here and like right there. I think they're 17s. I might be able to get a socket up in there, a ratchet, I mean. But yeah, that's gonna be tough, dude. There's not a lot of room to work with there. All right, how are we supposed to torque that? I guess you don't. There's one of them. This one doesn't look too hard to get to. There's just not enough room to do that. So we can just use the cheater bar technique. Oh, there we go. Broke it loose. Am I loosening it or tightening it? I don't know. Yeah, it moved. Why doesn't it want to move anymore? It just needs a little more elbow grease. This thing looks like it's going to be a total pain in the ass to put back in, dude. That one's loose, and there's this one back here. So they were saying something, you gotta jack it up on the body so it makes suspension sag enough where you can get a wrench in there. So, but it looks like I can get one in there. Yeah. Not a lot of room to work with. Way to go, Mitsubishi. Okay, I think it's moving a little bit. I heard it hit the body. Or whatever this is. Shit. Oh! Moved a little bit, I felt it. Okay, let's do this now. Okay. Okay. Alright, they're all loose. What a pain in the ass. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top ones out first, and then we'll take the ones on the side out. And then, or we'll take the ones on, yeah, we'll take the back, the top, and the side out. Oh, actually, let me check the V. Okay, so I think what we want to do first is let's take the side bolts out. So I'll take that side bolt out real quick. Should be easy, it's really loose right now. They said it's, it says on the VFAC that at a certain point it's just gonna fucking drop. So, so just be careful not to get hit by it. That's not, it's not really that big a diff either. So, alright, just gonna take this guy out. I probably don't even need the wrench anymore. It's so easy to get out now. Okay, I got one bolt out right there. Take the other side out now. Okay, I got the other side bolt out. I can tell someone has taken this diff out at some point because there's anti-seize compound on it. That's probably why they weren't too hard to get out. So what's next? I'm gonna start I'll loosen the back a little bit more, and then the top. I think what I'm gonna do. I know the thing is, like, I don't want to mess the diff cover up. The diff cover is made out of aluminum, dude, so it doesn't look like it's very strong. I think we should take the diff bolts out, the the diff cover bolts off first. The ones on the back. So, alright, I got a handy dandy wobbly extension, wobbly wrench here, socket. I think I'll take these off first, and then we'll just slowly take the bolts off from the top. I think that's the best way. It's 4 bolts. Now we gotta take the ones on the top out, and then it should just come right out. I wish they had studded it. I think it would have been better if they studded this guy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep the camera here on the side here, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I got some extra light for here for you to see a little bit, so you can see here, right here, and right here are the 2 bolts. So I'm just gonna start undoing those slowly and carefully, and hopefully we can get it out without it crushing me or anything. So you kind of have to do this by feel. It's pretty loose already. Yeah, it's pretty loose already. I can do it by hand. I don't have to worry about it crushing my hand or anything, because it's going to go down and not up. I think I should do them both at a time. Okay, so that one's most of the way out already. I'm going to start working on the back. It looks like they're just going to come right out. I have a feeling this is going to be a real pain in the ass to install, to get all this stuff to line up. One's out of there. Okay, they're all out of there. You can't take them all the way out, unfortunately. Yeah, you can't take the whole thing out unless you drop the whole thing. So now I should be able to lower the diff, and it should be good. Okay, there we go. It's dropping. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so there's a diff most of the way out. I'm gonna like stop narrating, and I'm just gonna try to get it out somehow. It's like stuck, so I'm trying to pry it out with the pry bar. It looks like it's stuck in the front or something. I have a feeling it's just gonna drop though. Okay, it's still stuck up there. I don't know why it's getting stuck, and it has something to do with the front. The back doesn't seem like it's stuck at all. Maybe those bolts are doing something to it. What I did is I tied the drive shaft off, and I tied it to the one of the arms, so it's kind of out of the way, so that doesn't get in the way at all. And then, yeah. Maybe if I pull the bolts up, wriggle it. I mean, it's loose. You can feel it. I think it's stuck on the sides is what's going on. So. Okay, so I've tried and I tried and I tried and I cannot get it out. So I'm just gonna stop recording here and I'll let you know what works. But yeah, it should just go straight down. But it's not. It's like it's hung up somewhere. Okay, he's making here. I gotta go out and eat dinner. But so I'm just gonna finish here for tonight. So what's holding it in is this. It's hung up here. The side mount is hung up on this little. It's kind of like a section. See how this section is flared out here like that to make it stronger? Well, that's what's keeping it in there. So. The only way I could see that we can get it out is to take this mustache bar out. The mustache bar has to come out, so which is okay. It just that's all. It just kind of just hanging there, you know. So we'll take the mustache bar out, and then we'll drop the diff. Because what's got to happen is we got to slide this back. If we can slide this back, we can get it to clear this and then drop it down, or we can just grind it, but I don't want to do that. I'll make it weaker. This is like what holds the diff in, you know, pretty much. This, and then, yeah. So I'm gonna call that it for tonight. But yeah. So I figured out what it was. It's this. This is keeping it in. I'm like, man, I'm prying and prying. I'm like, what the hell, dude? It's not coming out. Well, this is keeping this from moving back. So we gotta take this out. So. So yeah, once this comes out, we can slide the diff back, and then yeah, and then it should be pretty easy, like, because this holds it in. So I was worried about how everything's gonna stay in place, but if you can get these side ones lined up, I think everything else will line up pretty easily. So, all right, so I'm gonna call that it for night. So what's gotta be done is we gotta take the mustache bar, slide this out, drop it, and then we gotta take the axle cups out next. So we'll get on that. Alright. Okay, Hazelmig here. It's another day. It's nice and bright right now, not too hot, so time to go work on the Black Widow Galant VR4. So, from where we left off last clip, we still have the old diff is still in there, but we got the axles out. I'll put the axles over here, and we have to get the cups out. So to take the diff out, the pumpkin out, we gotta drop that little mustache bar. Man, you can't wait. It's tucked up way in there, but yeah, see that mustache bar that was holding it up before? That's kind of getting in the way, so we can't slide it out. So we're gonna go remove that, and that's requires a removal of those very large nuts there. So hopefully it'll come out. We'll try to use the impact gun. I think we may need to use the heavy-duty impact gun for that. That's a pretty big nut. But we'll try the electric one first. All right, and then we got the new diff here, sitting on its side, as there was fluid leaking out of it when I took the axles out. But yeah, it looks good. And then when we get that one out, we'll compare these two. I don't think you can really. There's not much to compare them. By the casing, you know, but I'm sure the guts are different, but we're not going to open it. And then we'll take the cups out. Okay, all right. So there we are. So we got to take this bolt out. It's a 22 millimeter. Hopefully we can get it out with this guy. Another one has the exhaust in the way, but comes out pretty easily. Just the stud that kind of holds it together. I'm gonna go loosen the other side first also. Okay, so this one I gotta use an extension because the stupid exhaust is in the way. I think I can get it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks pretty loose. Just gotta go remove the bar. Okay, it's loose enough where I can take it off by hand. Okay, there's the exhaust. Okay, got it off. This has got a bunch of blue shit all over it too, man. All of these parts are like from the junkyard. Okay, so there it is. Just gonna put that down here. We'll go remove it later. So there it is. It's out. Take a little closer look at that later. Okay, so let's try to get this guy out of here. So if you remember correctly, okay, so I'm gonna get that out of there. So now that the mustache bar is out of the way, we can probably just slide the diff out now. I have to actually just pick it up. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's not that heavy. I think we want to jack it up underneath where it's hung up. So annoying. My jack is like in the position where like the lever goes up, it won't slide back anymore. Now what? What's stuck? This is very annoying. Okay, I think the bolts are holding it in again. It's getting caught up on the bolts. And the bolts on the top. I hate to say it, I think I should just lay it on my stomach when it comes up. There we go. Yeah, it's the bolt. The bolts are holding it in, so you kind of have to like pull it back and then pull these bolts up that are on the top here because it's getting caught. This is like the hardest diff ever to take out, man. I got it. Okay, I got it. Woo. Okay, so give me like about 10 minutes of fiddling around with it. I got it out. There it is. So what the deal is these bolts don't come out all the way. Yeah, there's two really freaking long. They just kind of hang there. So this it holds it in unless you push them up. So, and there's no way you can really hold it up unless, I don't know, maybe you can get some tape or something and tape it so it stays up there. But yeah, these stick out and it gets caught on it and you can't pull it out. So and this is where I was saying it was getting stuck. The side here, this here, where it mounts, where the bolt mounts to it, it gets stuck right here. It hangs up here. Like it's suspended by that and then like those. And so you got to push those up, and then I had to take the bar out like I mentioned right here. And then I had to like what I did is like I wiggled it left and right until it kind of cleared it, and then it came out, and then I lowered it. So it's like you kind of have to like, yeah, you have to pull up on the bolts too. You got to pull up on the bolts at the same time and then wiggle it out, and then hopefully you got something to catch it on the bottom, and then yeah. So there it is. So you can see this is not a stock differential. There are so many odd parts on this car. What the hell, dude? Is what I'm saying. This is obviously, it says it came from a 1990 Talon, so it's like, I don't know what happened to the rear end on this car. Like, did it go bad and they had to replace it with a 1990 Talon rear diff? Why not just replace it with a 4-bolt diff? You know. But anyway, I got it out. Let's go pull it out and take a look at it. So there's the one that I'm taking out right there. You can tell it's has not led a very nice life because it's very rusted compared to that one. A lot of the parts underneath this car are rusted really bad. It leads me to believe this was in a place where there was a lot of snow, you know. like obviously it's got all-wheel drive, right? So the undercarriages of those cars don't last very long. That's what I'm saying. But the good thing is there's not a whole lot of rust on the car, sort of, kind of, but it's kind of like all the rust is kind of hidden, you know. Okay, almost dropped it earlier. So there it is. There it is. And there's a little propeller shaft right there. This is where the diff is inside there. See the splines. And yeah, there's not much to it. There's a little vent cap up here. It's pretty dirty. This is from my other houses, so don't need this one anymore. It's still good though. I don't think there's like a whole lot of play in it. So yeah, let's go compare it to the other one.